First Eye by Toni Morrison. If you haven't read this book, you gotta tap in with it. And we're gonna start at page 27. Too cold, said Frida. She was bored and irritable. I know. We'd make some fudge. You kidding? With Mama in there fussing. When she starts fussing at the walls, you know she's gonna be at it all day. She wouldn't even let us. Well, let's go over to the Greek hotel and listen to them cuss. Oh, who wants to do that? Besides, they say the same old words all the time. My supply of ideas exhausted. I began to concentrate on the white spots on my fingernails. The total signified the number of boyfriends I would have. 7. Mama slid into the silence. Bible say feed the hungry. That's fine. That's all right. But I ain't feeding no elephants. Anybody need 3 quarts of milk to live need to get out of here. They in the wrong place. What is this? Some kind of dairy farm? Suddenly, Pacola bolted straight up, her eyes wide with terror. A sound came from her mouth. What's the matter with you? Frida stood up too. Then we both looked where Pacola was staring. Blood was running down her legs. Some drops were on the steps. I leaped up. Hey, you cut yourself? Look, it's all over your dress. A brownish red stain discolored the back of her dress. She kept whining, standing with her legs far apart. Frida said, Oh Lordy, I know what that is. Well, Cola's fingers went into her mouth. That's menstruation. What's that? You know. Am I going to die? She asked. No, you won't die. It just means you can have a baby. What? How do you know? I was sick and tired of Frida knowing everything. Mildred told me, and Mama too. I don't believe it. You don't have to, dummy. Look, wait here. Sit down, Pacola. Right here. Frida was all authority and zest. And you? She said to me, you go get some water. Water? Yes, stupid. Water. And be quiet, or Mama will hear you. Pacola sat down again, a little less fear in her eyes. I went into the kitchen. What you want, girl? Mama was rinsing curtains in the sink. Some water, ma'am. Right where I'm working. Naturally, we'll get a glass. Not no clean one either. Use that jar. I got a mason jar and filled it with water from the faucet. It seemed a long time filling. Don't nobody want nothing till they see me at the sink. Then everybody got to drink water. When the jar was full, I moved to leave the room. Where you going? Outside. Drink that water right here. I ain't gonna break none. You don't know what you're gonna do. Yes, ma'am, I do. Let me take it out. I won't spill none. You bet not. I got to the porch and stood there, with the mason jar of water. Piccola was crying. What you crying for? Does it hurt? She shook her head, then stopped slinking snot. Frida opened the back door. She had something tucked in her blouse. She looked at me in amazement and pointed to the jar. What's that supposed to do? You told me. You said get some water. Not a little old jar full. Lots of water to scrub the steps with dumbbell. How was I supposed to know? Yeah, how was you? Come on. She pulled Cola up by the arm. Let's go back there. They headed for the side of the house where the bushes were thick. Hey, what about me? I want to go. Shut up. Friday stage whispered. Mama will hear you. You watch the steps. They disappeared around the corner of the house. I was going to miss something again. Here was something important, and I had to stay behind and not see any of it. I poured the water on the steps, sloshed it with my shoe, and ran to join them. Friday was on her knees. A white rectangle of cotton was near her on the ground. She was pulling Piccola's pants off. Come on, step out of them. She managed to get the sole pants down and flung them at me. Here, what am I supposed to do with these? Bury them, moron? Fighter told Cola to hold the cotton thing between her legs. How's she gonna walk like that? I asked. Fighter didn't answer. Instead, she took two safety pins from the hem of her skirt and began to pin the ends of the napkin to Piccola's dress. I picked up the pants with two fingers and looked about for something to dig a hole with. A rustling noise in the bushes startled me, and turning toward it, I saw a pair of fascinated eyes in a dull, white face. Rosemary was watching us. I grabbed for her face and succeeded in scratching her nose. She screamed and jumped back. Miss McTeer, Rosemary hollered. Friday and Claudia are out here playing nasty, Miss McTeer. Mama opened the window and looked down at us. What? They're playing nasty. Miss McTeer looked, and Claudia hit me because I seen them. Mama slammed the window shut and came running out the back door. What you all doing? Oh, uh-huh, uh-huh. Playing nasty, huh? She reached into the bushes and pulled off a switch. I'd rather raise pigs than some nasty girls. At least I can slaughter them. We began to shred. No, Mama. No, ma'am. We wasn't. She's a liar. No, ma'am, Mama. No, ma'am, Mama. Mama grabbed Friday by the shoulder, turned her around, and gave her 3 or 4 stinging cuts on her legs. Gonna be nasty, huh? Nah, you ain't. Friday was destroyed. Whippings wounded and insulted her. Mama looked at Piccola. You too, she said, child of mine or not. She grabbed Piccola and spun her around. The safety pin snapped open on one end of the napkin, and Mama saw it fall from under her dress. The switch hovered in the air while Mama blinked. What the devil is going on here? Friday was sobbing. I next in line began to explain. She was bleeding. We were just trying to stop the blood. Mama looked at Frida for verification. Frida nodded. She's main she's main satin. We just we just helping. Mama released Pacola and stood looking at her. Then she pulled both of them toward her, their heads against her stomach. Her eyes were sorry. All right, all right. Now you stop crying. I didn't know. Come on. Now, get on in the house. Going home, Rosemary. The show is over. We trooped in. Frida sobbing quietly. Pacola carrying a white tail. Me carrying the little girl gone to woman pants. Mama led us to the bathroom. Pacola inside and and taking the underwear from me told us to stay out. We could hear water running into the bathtub. You think she's going to drown her? Oh, Claudia, you're so dumb. She's just going to wash her clothes and all. Should we beat Rosemary? No, leave her alone. The water gushed, and over its gushing, we could hear the music of my mother's laughter. That night, in bed, the three of us lay still. We were full of awe and respect for Pacola lying next to a real person who was really Maine Stratton was somehow sacred. She was different from us now. Growing up like she herself felt like the distance, but refused to lord it over us. After a long while, she spoke very softly. Is it true that I can have a baby now? Sure. And Frida drowsily, sure you can. But how? Her voice was hollow with wonder. Oh, said Frida, somebody has to love you. Oh, there was a long pause in which Piccola and I thought this over. It would involve, I suppose, my man who before leaving me would love me. But there weren't any babies in the songs my mother sang. Maybe that's why the women were sad. The man left before they could make a baby. Then Makola asked a question that had never entered my mind. How do you do that? I mean, how do you get somebody to love you? But Friday was asleep, and I didn't know. I appreciate y'all time. That's the end of the chapter. We're gonna later on or tomorrow, we're gonna finish where we ended at. Page 33. This was The Bluest Eye by Toni Morrison. I hope you guys enjoyed it. You know, keep thriving, stay motivated, keep your head up. If y'all wanna be a blessing and pay your tithes to Karlo Rossi Foundation, I'm finna start. You can do that by Cash App, via Cash App, at $ Karlo Rossi 559. That's lowercase k ARLOROSSI 559. Thank y'all for y'all time. Make sure y'all like, follow, subscribe, share, all that. Enjoy y'all day. Keep going. We global.